Now, according to Fortune magazine, there have been just 16 black CEOs at the helm of Fortune 500 companies since 1999. And currently there are only 4 black CEOs. Why you think that is?
I'm gonna say for one, I think a lot of them may want to be under the radar because our success ain't, our success is not viewed and handled like other demographics of people's success. Because I know it's even been a lot of opportunities. Like one of the people that handle my PR, I remember him mentioning Forbes, and I remember thinking about like, damn, I'm on the type of phone calls I'm gonna get from my relatives, if they know like what type of ROI we bringing in with these board games and things of that nature. So I think one, that might be a reason, and two, I ain't gonna lie, bro. From my perspective, at one time I was, but for the most part, I know these days I get more satisfaction out of being celebrated by my culture than really like being inducted into theirs and them giving me a pat on the back. So I think it may be that, or it may just be the simple fact that a lot of those factions are still biased.
Yeah.
Or a lot of us may not really be seeking that ownership and that CEO position. I think more of us are doing it now.
Right.
But to pedal it to that level, they may have to put in 15, 20 years to even get it to that level.
But I think the system wasn't designed to support the idea of us getting to that level.
Yeah, exactly.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was designed to prohibit us from making it to that level. Which brings me to my next question now. And I mean, it accompanies the first one. How do you think that we can move the culture forward, right, and get smarter and more successful black businessmen and women to occupy those CEO chairs?
Got you. I think for the most part, it's gonna sound cliche, but it's gonna come from the unification.
Right.
I think a lot of us already being our own way, and a lot of us, like I said, we got poor self-image. So we really, that's some type of shit that's in our wildest dreams, to see our peers grow up to be CEOs and things. Like, I've had people that went to the same school I did. We had the same level of education, same opportunities, that'll look at me crazy or feel like I was lucky or I had something better than them because I got to where I'm at.
Right.
So I think too, our culture has a huge sense of entitlement that hinders us a lot of times. But for the most part, big bro, I think support is the biggest thing, because like you said, I mean, they talk about it every year, but we have a hell of a lot of spending power.
Right.
A lot of times we just pour it into things that don't regenerate value.
That's true.
Or that don't really push our culture forward.
That's true.
Like, for every opposite product, there's somebody in our culture that's doing something damn near identical or doing that same exact thing.
Right. Instead of making things that can collectively support one another.
Right. We rather just venture out, do a hell of a lot of support with them, and then sprinkle a few dollars. Like, I love that episode with Mike when he did the when he just went straight black. But I think that really got to be done. And I think
you're talking about trigger warning.
Yeah. I think our culture economics will be way stronger, but we definitely a lot of times just being our own way, and it internally for some reason it like paying us to help somebody that look like us.
That's real. I think that's definitely. I think if we were to pool our resources together, we'd be able to accomplish a lot more than we are right now. That's why, you know, when you said that and mentioned the thought of buying a building or a school, I supported that because I know that we need more of that. And what we need now, Killer Mike and I, we actually purchased a building that, you know what I'm saying, we're going to open a seafood restaurant. And we did that together. And that just came from, because I was already kind of motivated to buy up a lot of stuff. And I had like 3-4 things that I was about to close on. I had done kind of stretch my cash a little, you know what I'm saying, a little farther than I wanted to. And I say, and Mike and I always had these discussions. I just picked up the phone. They say, hey, man, I'm finna buy this building, man. I'm finna buy Bankhead Seafood. You want to come in with me? He was like, how much? I say, man, I got it down to $365. So, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be like, you know, $157, you know what I mean? And he was like, well, I was just finna buy the new Demon, but I guess I just won't buy my new Demon, and I just, you know what I'm saying, I'll buy the building with you. So we put our bread together and bought the building.
Gotcha.
And you know what I'm saying, that's something we all need to do now. Right. If me, you, Killer Mike, David Banner, DC Young Fly, Jay Morrison, Carlos Miller, and Lil Duval, Charlemagne the God, all of just put up $100,000 a piece, go grab some. Boom. Right. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Something big is something that kind of establishes a unit of of a collective system that
Right.
that we moving together and we pooling our resources together to grow something.
Mm-hmm.
That concept is something that I learned by listening to Nip.